You might listen to it again one day if they have time.
See, you're not quite seeable either. You're chinless a lot of the time. There.
Yes.
Oh, there we can see your pearls.
Beautiful.
Yes, I got dressed up this morning. How does it get better than
That's
this?
beautiful.
So what energy space, thank you so much, what energy space and consciousness can you be that would allow you to be the biggest whore on planet Earth so you had more money than God with total ease? And everything that is and everything that doesn't allow that, times a gazillion, will you just try and create it, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, popcorn, no shorts, boys and beyonds. Welcome, Barbie.
It's better now. It's better now.
Okay, so this, I don't know what that is, but it's something to do with restarting. When you go out of your laptop, sometimes it sort of fixes things. You know, I know stuff about technology. So, what energy, space, and consciousness can you be that would allow you to be the biggest whore on planet Earth so you had more money than God with total ease? And everything that doesn't allow that, times a gazillion, will you please destroy and uncredit?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all known, shorts, boys and beyonds. And I'll just run it one more time because it's really fabulous. Who would like to have more money than God? You know what? That truly is a really good ESC to run. So I'm running that one. I must admit, I probably don't do it 30 times every day, but I probably do it about 5 to 10, and I need to up it. I need to make the commitment to doing it 30 times every day, because it's that commitment that really does make a difference. And it works. These processes work. But you do have to do them. And this one is, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow me to have more money than God with total ease?
Nice.
And everything that doesn't allow that, times gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? And right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all known, shorts, bum, yawns. So write it down and do it if you want to. I'll do it one more. I'll do this other one. What energy, space, and consciousness can you be? And you say, can I be? That would allow me to be the biggest whore on planet Earth so I had more money than God with total ease. And everything that doesn't allow that, times a gazillion, will you destroy and credit, please? Wrong, good, bad, pop up on our shorts.
Well, that sounds like you want us to sell sex.
Yes. Well, it's actually, it's a whore in Access. Gary's the one that comes up with these kind of terms. He talks about us being whores where we're willing to whore ourselves. It's like anywhere you're not willing to prostitute yourself, it stops you. You know, we have this point of view that it's bad to be a prostitute, but what if it wasn't? What if you were willing to be a prostitute for money? And it's that willingness. Now, here we go back to that willingness that we were just talking about. See, when you have that willingness, it doesn't mean that you do. You might, but it doesn't mean that you do. It's like if you're willing to lose your house, remember how we were talking about being willing to lose your house? Or willing to lose all your money, and I'll talk about this conversation, Kim. We'll go back to it.
Thanks.
If you're willing to lose something, you don't usually. If you're willing for something, it's that willingness that takes away that attachment. It's that when you just, what's that word where were you looking for about disentangling yourself?
Dismantling?
Dismantling. So, yeah, when you dismantle yourself from your attachments to things, it's that willingness to lose. And I was just saying that I had some money invested with FE Investments, and then just before the pandemic got going, they put all my money back into my bank account, and I was like, why have they done that? They broke the contract. The contract had only just started, and they sent the money back to me, and then we just found out that they've gone into receivership.
How lucky were you?
And I do believe it's that willingness to lose everything. It's that non-attachment to it. And it's also the willingness to receive and have money as well. And that brings me to another point that I want to talk about today, which I want to do the expand in a minute, but I want to just quickly say about acknowledgement. You have to acknowledge yourself. So we'll go back to those, but let's expand our beings right out, shall we? So everywhere we're contracted, let's destroy and uncreate all that contraction, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, up, all nine, short, swim, yawns, and expand, take your awareness, take your being in all directions, including down into the earth, right out into all universes, beyond all universes, into other universes and other realities and other universes and beyond those. And then start pulling the energies of all infinite possibilities. Pull the energies of all possibilities, infinite possibilities. And these are the energies that will create your life as greater. When you're willing to have all energies and be all energies. So there's not just a few. You want to be willing to be a million godzillion energies. Let's be those. Pull those all into our universes. And pull them through you and out the other side so they continue on coming. So just ask them to keep on pulling in all day long. Keep pulling energies. And practice and say to yourself, am I still expanded all day? How far out am I? Okay, I need to go further. Okay, I need to start keep pulling those energies. I'm going to keep pulling those energies, pull and pull. And so there was a process here that I've started on in the other one, but we're going to do it again a few times. And if anything comes up for you, if you want to just let it out so that we can all get it off from where we've got it. So what jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals MC squared to guarantee that trauma and drama will always be the source of your life and living and not ease for all eternity? And everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and create it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, and short, swim, yawns. So what jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals MC squared to guarantee that trauma and drama will always be the source of your life and living and not ease for all eternity? And everything that is times godzillion will you destroy and create it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, and short, swim, yawns. And what jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals MC squared to guarantee that trauma and drama will always be the source of your life and living and not ease for all eternity? Everything that is times a godzillion will you please destroy and create it all. That one could be purple and short swim yawns. Okay, so what comes up for you? Anybody?
Don't have to create future within.
Yeah, that certainly doesn't create future, does it?
Mm.
Yeah, because what does trauma and drama do?
Locks you into a fixed reality of nothing will ever be okay. Mm.
Would you destroy and create all that, please? One good, bad, purple and short swim yawns. So I'm just going to give a plug for Dane's. He's doing a series at the moment, which is really wonderful. I tell you, it's really, it's a lot of the basic stuff, but it's not. There's giving stuff in it. It's truly very helpful. And it's called 14 Days for $14. So it's called 14 Days of Happiness, and it's $14. That's US dollars. And that would work out about $23. I just want to give a plug for that because I just, you know what, it will just expand your universe when you hear some of that stuff. So if you're interested in that, just.
He's already up to day 9, he said today.
Did he? Yeah. But you can get it and you can listen to them all. I'm listening to day 6.
Me too.
Yeah.
Chrissie, can you run that drama and trauma one a few more times, please?
for sure, darling. So what jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals MC squared to guarantee that trauma and drama will always be the source of your life and living and not ease for all eternity? And everything that is times a godzillion would it destroy and create it, please.
Yes.
And right, wrong, good, bad, pop, got only short and noise. And shall I run it again?
Please.
Okay, and let's just see if anything comes up for you. So what jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals MC squared to guarantee that trauma and drama will always be the source of your life and living and not ease for all eternity? And everything that is times a godzillion would you destroy and create it, please?
Yes.
Okay, so what comes up for that? Contraction.
Oh, yeah.
So do we have that? Is that the way we've been kind of brought up? Have we been implanted with contracting?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
There was so much drama in my childhood that it took me a while, but I realized in my marriage that I was actually creating it to make it feel normal.
Yeah, of course. Wow, that's a good awareness. So shall we all destroy and uncreate everywhere? It's just normal for us, just the way things are. And if it's not being trauma and drama, then we have to create it so that we can have that energy that we're so familiar with. Let's destroy and uncreate all of that.
Yeah.
Times godzillion. Right,
Yeah.
wrong, good, bad, pop, all nines, shorts, within lines. So what jails are you using to create the dominance of X MC squared to guarantee that trauma and drama will always be the source of your life and living and not ease? For eternity and everything that is times godzillion to the strong credit, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, nines, shorts, and youngs. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about acknowledgement. So I've talked about willingness. The other thing about willingness too is when you are willing to, I really would love, invite you to consider the possibility of losing everything that you ever thought was dear to you or that is dear to you. When you are willing to lose it, that's when you don't. It's really true. So anything that you have that's important, like your house, for instance, or your pearls, you know, your beautiful jewelry, what I say to them actually, what I say to my jewelry is I say, stay with me, jewelry, always stay with me. I say that to my glasses too. So what if we could say that to our money?
Without the energy of attachment.
Exactly. Yep. That feels like fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this willingness really is like something that, dare I say this? It's the willingness. I mean, are any of you worried about the coronavirus, getting the coronavirus and getting sick?
No.
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 I don't think it's a big deal for any of you, right?
No.
And that's what is required for it not to affect you. Is that, you know, not having a vested interest. It's like there's not having to prove anything. Like, I don't have to prove anything.
I think it's the reason I don't have any insurance, because I don't think it's necessary.
I think you might be right on the button, because they'll always find a loophole. Because
They always find a loophole. So, you know, like, and I'm willing to, like, if everything goes, it goes, you know?
Exactly. And you've got you. And that's the main thing. You've got you.
And if I go too, that's okay too. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm willing to die.
Yeah.
Willing
And
to
that
die.
takes away the fear of
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
It surely does. So everything that is times godzillion will destroy and create a please, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, short, and long. And so that takes me back to what Suze was talking about with her kids kind of having what if you were willing to let them fight and kill each other? Are you willing to let them kill each other?
Ooh.
Cain and Abel stuff, girl.
Yeah. Funny you say that because that popped into my head just before. I'm like, isn't that interesting? I'm like, no, there must not be conflict. Huh. Because?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember, and go back to Right Voice for You, where, do you remember Chris, what did he say to you? Tell him to fight.
Yeah, he said, oh, look, that's fine. It's your choice if you want to fight, but take it outside. I don't want blood on my carpet. I don't have to be around it. And what will it contribute to them and their lives if I let them play that out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
right.
once you let go of trying to control them, then they probably lose interest in it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Control.
So let's be
I try
willing
and
to
save
let
my
them.
kids from my husband, and realised one day that actually their relationship was their business,
Yeah.
and let them go. Mm.
Yes, we are. We do think we know best, don't we? God.
Oh.
Well, we probably do, by the way. It's just. So the other thing I want to talk a little bit about today, and just get this conversation started, is committing to your life.
Yeah.
Because I think right now is time for us to start committing to our lives, whatever that means, and you don't have to know what that means. So everywhere you don't know what that means, or everywhere, all the points of view you have about what committing to your life means, would you just try and create that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, problem, and short and So we're just going to start talking about committing to your life. I do think it's that commitment to your life that will make your life greater. Are you looking for a greater life?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you looking for more infinite possibilities? Are you looking for a life that's phenomenal? And we don't even know what it even looks like, but we are looking for an exciting life, lots of fun, and huge amounts of spondulics and money and wealth. We're asking for wealth. So let's run a couple of processes around just to get started. What invention are you using to create the absolute refusal of committing to your life? Are you choosing? Everything that is times good, silly, to destroy and credit, please.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, probable, and short, from yours. What invention are you using to create the absolute refusal of committing to your life? Are you choosing? And everything that is times good, silly, to destroy and credit, please.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, probable, and short, from yours. What invention are you using to create the absolute refusal of committing to your life? Are you choosing? And everything that is times good, silly, to destroy and credit, please. And right, wrong, good, bad, purple, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And one more time. What invention are you using to create the absolute refusal, absolute refusal of committing to your life? Are you choosing? Okay, so everything that is times a good, silly, to destroy and credit, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, all nine shorts, beyonds. Okay, so anything coming up on that?
Sometimes I don't know what to ask for. Like it's like I can't see the greatness of me.
You can't see it, darling. It's true. You, I'm going to start doing Facebook Lives every day, so that every day is just for today. I'll be greater than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a cumulative effect. So if you keep on doing it and doing it.
Dane asked, what am I not seeing about myself?
What am I not seeing that I should be seeing? Or
So
about myself?
there's no should in there. It was just, what am I not seeing about myself?
Oh, well, what am I not seeing about myself is a really great question to ask. And that also goes into the special, looking for what's special about you and acknowledging that. See how they're all tied into each other?
Mm.
And it will accumulate if you keep on doing it. Just keep on doing it every day. Just for today, I'll be greater than I was yesterday. how can I be greater today? How can I out-create myself today? And then just keep on doing that, and you can't see anything, and then all of a sudden you come into a bigger space. There's a space that opens up, and that just feels so wonderful. Why do you think I keep on doing all these access classes? I just keep on doing them because, I mean, I've got hundreds of material here, and I was just thinking this morning, God, there's so much good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my
And
life,
it is about asking the questions, isn't it? There is no answer particularly. You're not looking for an answer. It's just about the questions. That's what I'm getting.
it truly is just about the questions, Karen. Absolutely. That is really what it's about, is the questions that opens up the molecules of energy, and it creates. It's like, have you ever heard me tell the story about the flies and how I've swapped the flies, and I'll go, okay, so what would it take for me to swat this fly? And I'll swat it, it'll get it, I'll get it. Because the fly didn't ask a question, what would it take for her not to swat me?
Yeah.
It truly is asking, you know, anything you ask for, what would it take to happen? You will get it. What would it take to have more money than God? And the reason Gary uses that what more money than God is because you can't define it.
Yeah, no.
So it's about beyond, it's beyond definition. And what would it take to have money flowing so easily? Especially,
I like the word wealth better than money.
wealth is a wonderful, because that includes all assets.
Yeah.
And also money, wealth includes money. So you do have to be willing to talk about money and have money and ask for it. Because I think for a long time I didn't ask specifically for money.
And what happened?
Well, I was asking for wealth, and my money flows weren't, I was still struggling really financially. Even though I had money and I was prosperous, I wasn't as financially well off as I would have liked to been. And I'm still not financially well off yet. I'm okay. I'm reasonable, but you know, I'm asking for way, but much more than that, because there's too many things I want to get done, I want to do in the world.
Something come up for me is years ago I met with a group of people and we played a game called Cash Flow Quadrant.
I remember that too. I did that.
It was a great game, but I always remember that whenever I got out of the rat race, I was always on the tiniest passive income, because it was almost like I'd got out too soon. And so and I feel like that's kind of what I've done now. Is like, you know, I've got one rental property that brings me in after expenses less than $200 a week, and that's kind of what I'm living on. And I kind of go, wow, did I create that back then? And I have, you know, destroyed and uncreate that, but it still comes up as a reality.
Well, so first of all, you've got to acknowledge that you did create that, and good on you. So have you acknowledged that?
Yes, yeah. But I think I've judged myself when, like, there's been points of when that passive income has been higher, and gone, oh yeah, so what would it take for it to reach $1,000 a week? You know, and it's kind of heading there, and then it kind of shifts and it's changed, and now it's at, you know, less than 200. So then I judge that, I think.
Yes. So everywhere we're all judging when our incomes take a dive. Would you just run and create that right, wrong, good, bad, pop,
Yes.
short news? Or we judge.
That's happening. Ooh.
Or we judge ourselves that we haven't created enough money.
Mm.
I know for years, and it was just recently that I got the awareness how much I was judging myself about money.
Yes.
And I think I used to think that my kids were judging me because I had, you know, I really struggled before I started doing Access, and that I had no house, didn't know how to get a house, I didn't know how to get money,
Yeah.
credit card debt, and I thought my kids were judging me for not having money and for not having possessions. And then I realized they never judged me. It was me judging me. Everywhere, we're all judging us. This is a really cool one. Would you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and create all the judgments you have of yourselves
Yes.
for not having the wealth and the possessions and the money and huge amounts of money to kind of just be wealthy, to be, what is it, rich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abundant.
And abundant. And everywhere you're not willing to be a rich bitch, would you destroy and uncreate?
Yes.
Online shorts beyond. You know, because there's another process that I run occasionally, not often, but occasionally. I like this one, and I should run it. Well, I probably will. If you guys start doing it, guess what? I'll fucking do it too. If you tell me you're doing
Go on. Go on.
What entity, space, and consciousness can I be that allow me to be the rich bitch I truly be for eternity? And
Yeah.
everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right,
Well, energy, space, and consciousness, would I be, is it?
Can I be?
Can I be?
That will allow me to be the rich bitch I truly be for all eternity. And everything that doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, no shorts, beyonds. So, should we choose to do that one for 30 days? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
30 times a day for 30 days. And tell me how you go tomorrow.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
So I'll just let you guys know we have actually this. I'm gifting this Expand Your Being this morning because I've mucked it up so much. But I would like to say that it is now $7 every time. And if you don't want to come on, that's fine too. And if you do, we'd love to have you on. I've made it $7 because I think that's a really affordable amount. And if it's of value to you, it'd be really appreciate. Just let me know if you want to keep on going.
So, Chrissie, I heard 30 and then I heard 7. So which is it?
It's $7 a time.
Per time. Okay.
So we're doing them in threes, Karen. So we've got today, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and I will be sending it out on my database as well, which I will get an email out to my newsletter. So you can pay in groups of 3, or you can pay at a time, whatever suits you. And just I can send you the bank details, or they're on that group. The bank details are on that group, I think. And at the moment, I have no way of. I'm not going to worry about trying to police it or whatever. I don't care. I just really want to and create a group that's going to be fun for you guys.
Yeah.
And if you can help me get the word out to people, they're welcome to come a couple of times for free just to try it out, see if it's for them. And then if they want to keep on going, then if they want to just pay $7 a time, that's cool too.
I just asked what came after the rich bitch.
Rich bitch I truly be.
I truly be.
For all eternity. That makes you smile.
Oh, for all eternity, my goodness.
I want to see your pearls on next time, Karen.
Yeah. If I had some, I would. I gave mine away. I've given a lot of jewelry away.
Yeah. What would it take for more jewelry to come? Who would like to ask for, pearls and diamonds and?
No, I don't even want all that. Not me. I've had them. I've given them away.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you'll probably get them now because you don't want them.
Well, I can always pass them on again.
Well, I'm here. Kimmy's there.
Granddaughters.
Yeah.
We'll have them. We love them. So thank you everybody for coming on. I'll put the recording into your messenger boxes And thank you very much for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right, darling. Thank you.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.